George in Manhattan. What's up, George?
Hey, Mike. How are you this afternoon?
Good.
Good. Yeah, I understand, obviously, the Yankees are playing a lot better than people expected, and obviously these next couple weeks are important. But if you look at this stretch actually going into the All-Star break, their final 17 games are against Baltimore, Kansas City, and Minnesota, so it does get a little bit easier going into the break. So, I mean, even though they may hit a little stretch here where it may be tough, if they can play 500 ball, maybe just a couple games under, there are a couple of series for them that are very winnable before going into the break, and then maybe they can get a little bit healthier going into the second half.
I don't think they're better than those teams right now, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can say they're not better than those teams, but at the end of the day, I mean, listen, they're still the bottom third teams in the American League, and yes, they
Who, Baltimore?
Well, I mean, Baltimore is going to fall off, Mike. I mean,
I don't agree. I don't think they will. I mean, they didn't last year. They won 94 games, and right now they're playing pretty well.
Yeah, they're playing pretty well, but look how many one-run games they played last year. And baseball is the one sport you can say, Mike, that the averages do catch up to you over the course of the year.
But if you look at their everyday team is really good.
Yes, it's good, but here's also the difference. The Yankees are going to be getting players back, and you know they're going to be making a trade. So if they can stay within striking distance within a couple of games, there's no question that they have a chance to win this division down the stretch.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about right now where they aren't getting people back very quickly, okay? And right now they have a crisis in their bullpen. They have overachieved in the lineup. Now they have lost not only lost the catcher, they've now lost the shortstop. And I'm worried about a couple of the starting pitchers. So, I mean, right now, you're running into, I can't give you an area of the team that doesn't have some concern right now.
Well, I guess my last question, do you think A-Rod will ever come back?
I have no idea.
New York? If you had to
Do I think he'll be on the team?
No, I mean, actually.
Do I think A-Rod will ever step into the batter's box again?
Actually start a playoff game for the Yankees.
Will he ever start a playoff game? I would say yes.
You do?
Yes.
And is there any way you think at the end of the season either side would be willing to negotiate a buyout maybe for half the money? Do you see the Yankees doing anything like that?
First of all, Major League Baseball would not allow A-Rod to do that. Okay.
Well, if they pay him half the money just to go away.
Well, no. Major League Baseball would not allow him to take half the money.
Or some type of settlement. So
no settlement. Zero. They wouldn't allow him to give back $14 million to go to Texas that time on the deal. You think they're going to let him give up half the money? They wouldn't have let him give up $14 million.
Well, one thing they can do is if they do get a settlement, and if he goes to a team, let's say like the Marlins, he would be saving anywhere from 10 to 15.
Why would he do that?
Well, why would he do that? Because let's say, for example, he goes to the Marlins, the state income tax, there's no state income tax.
This is an immensely wealthy man. He doesn't need to do that.
But if you're saying the money has to make sense, if he went to a team like the Marlins or Texas and he's getting paid by the Yankees, he would be.
He doesn't need to do that.
I understand, but you're saying, Mike, he's not doing it because of the money.
Well, what is he? Why would he do it? He's getting all the money anyway. He's getting all the money.
He could get it up front. Like, let's say, for example, the Yankees come to him and say,
the Yankees aren't giving him $100 million
I'm not saying
$100
million, but if you paid it, let's say, over 3 years instead of 5 years, and you take into consideration he's paying 10 to 12% less state income tax, it still would make money for him, and he would be compensated the same amount of money.
No, you're not. First of all, the Yankees are not going to do that, number one. Number two, you got to act like the other team is just going to accept all this stuff.
No, I'm saying the Yankees would buy him out. So what they would do, they would say, okay, instead of us paying you $100 million over the next 5 years, we will pay you, let's say, $80 million.
They can't do that. They can't. The Major League Baseball will not allow that.
But he's getting paid the same amount of money.
No, he's not.
After taxes.
It doesn't matter. He has a contract in full. He will be paid that contract in full.
Yeah, but Mike, I think it's a little different. Trying to negotiate a buyout now when he's getting 80 of $100 million.
It's not happening. Wait. Which part don't you understand? When he tried to go to the to the Boston Red Sox, they would not allow him to drop $14 million off his contract. Now you think he's going to drop $40 or $50 million off it?
Well, because baseball doesn't want. Major League Baseball wants him, I think, kind of...
They have nothing to do with this. What about the Players Association?
Well, the Players Association, I mean, listen, let's be real here. This guy's been a pain in the butt to the Yankees, Major League Baseball...
You are so lost, Judge, if you think the Players Association would allow him to take $1 less than he's about going to get paid. They will make sure he gets every dollar. They will not allow him to be paid $1 under that contract. He's not, you make it sound like, oh, yeah, I'll take $50 million and go. Why? He's got all the money. It's all guaranteed. He's getting every penny. And you think the Yankees are going to escalate the payments and give him the money all in one lump sum? They're not doing that. Teams don't do that. I think the most logical thing is, A, if he retires because he has an injury, that's fine. Or, if that's not the case, he'll probably be on this team the next 3 or 4 years. That's still the most logical thing. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. Would he accept a trade to a lesser team? I doubt it. If you asked him, he says he's coming back to the Yankees. That's all he said every time. But he's not the topic today. He really isn't. So, I mean, A-Rod can always be the topic. He doesn't need to be the topic right now. We're not going to see him on the field at least till August. Frank in Long Island, what's up, Frank?
I think Girardi's got to change his way of managing a little bit now with the situation. I mean, he had to use going 8 innings. All right, in my book, he lost the possibility of winning that game. Why he brought in this guy DeLogan? First of all, he stinks at getting out lefties. He's lucky he gets out righties. He lost. In my opinion, lost that chance of winning that game. He should have why couldn't he let Hughes go to 9th inning? Our condition right now, we can't afford to throw around and we pull these guys out of the bullpen. We don't have a bullpen. I mean, you feel the same way I feel.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He managed a little different. He has a different
You got the
situation
games
now.
completely missed up. Which game are you talking about?
The game Hughes.
Which game?
Pitched.
No, you don't. You got it wrong.
Hughes pitched the game where it was tied.
They won that game.
They won that game.
So what are you worried about? Hughes won the game.
All right, but why?
So why are you talking about a game? You said they lost that game. They won that game. I don't even know what game you're talking about. Neither do you. Chris in Hartford. What's up, Chris?
How you doing?
Go ahead. What's up?
I just had a baby, and I was thinking about you because you had a baby late in life.
All right.
Yeah.
How old are you?
He's 6.
How old are you?
I'm 38.
Well, why would you be thinking about me? I mean, it makes no sense. Alan Sullivan Beach, it makes no sense. Al, what's up?
Mike, listen, when they get at the end of their June 1st, June 2nd, can you possibly see the Yankees being out of this?
No.
No?
How are they going to be out of it?
Well, no, I'm just saying it's the way...
They're a game out of first place.
Wait a minute. The way the guy... They're going to a hot Colorado team, a hot Kansas City team.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen,
no, right.
I am concerned they're not going to continue to play like they are playing. They are not going to fall out of the race. Okay, they take those last 3 calls and put them all in a time capsule. Okay, so somebody can come back and analyze them someday. Eric in Oceanside, what's up, Eric?